Hello YouTube family, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Sharida. Welcome, and if you are a returning viewer, well, thank you all so much for your love and the continued support of my channel. You guys, today's video, we're getting into fruity florals. What says spring more than a fruity floral? I don't understand, those that don't like fruity florals. I think they're childish or juvenile or what have you. But honey, my list is banging, okay? We got some fresh ones. We got some sexy ones, sensual, bold. We got everything. Whatever your fragrance style is, trust me, I have you covered, and we're gonna find a fruity floral for you. So without further ado, let's jump right into today's video. Okay, you guys, so before we start, it never fails. Y'all always ask me about what I'm wearing on my eyes, what I'm wearing on my lips, and by the time I sit down and edit a video, mind you, I only film twice a month. Sometimes I literally forget. I'm not trying to gatekeep. If I remember, I will reply and tell you, but a lot of the times I just do not remember, or I'm wearing like 3 palettes and I don't want to tell you the wrong thing and you buy it and it's like, this is not that. So on my lips, I am wearing Rich Auntie by the Lip Bar, but up under Rich Auntie, because it's just not quite as opaque enough, because I have a really dark brown line naturally on my lip. Up under I have Cherry Moon, which is a part of the Sephora collection. So those are the 2 lippies that I'm wearing. And then on my eyes, I'm wearing the Natasha Denona Sunset palette. So boom, there we go. All right, so these fragrances, where do I start? They're all so amazing. Okay, let me start with a combo that is a bit fresher. So you all know me. I have always said I'm not a freshy girl, but honey, we're gonna take that little phrase and throw it in the trash, because that is just no longer the situation today. And I'm just shocked at how many fresh fragrances I am adding to my collection and that I am loving. So this first fragrance is, well, actually this is gonna be a combination. This first one is going to be ACCENTO VIOLA, and this is from the house of Sospiro. And wow, okay, this is pineapple, but this is like an underripe pineapple to me. It's not like this super sweet, even though it's got some sweetness to it. This is not super sweet. It's a little sweet. It's very green because it has hyacinth featured in the top. So you have this pineapple hyacinth note. So if you are one that prefers your clean to be from green notes and not necessarily like soapy or shampoo, this is one that you need to try. Okay, wonderful performance. Let me just say that, because I felt like I definitely got a good 8 hours out of this, which for the most part, you guys, freshies they just don't last that long. Okay. So this one also has, I think, some iris in there, so it's like musky, powdery, pineapple, but just very like fresh. It's very fresh. Have a little touch of pink pepper. You definitely have a prominent jasmine. So though it does have the jasmine, this I feel like is very unisex. This doesn't go super feminine, though I think it does lean a little feminine. A lot more feminine than your vibrato is going to. I feel like that leans a little masculine. But both unisex scents, but I feel like this one just leans slightly feminine, just a hair. So men will definitely be able to wear this and enjoy it. It's got some vetiver and amber in the base, some patchouli, a little bit of vanilla, and some, of course, musk. Again, so if you're looking for something that's got a fruity vibe, jasmine, just a touch of spice for a pink pepper. It's not anything, overly spicy. I mean, you almost don't even get pink pepper. Like, it's very much so in the background, and probably just adding a little, a little interest to the notes. But it is a wonderful fresh fragrance if that is what you're in the market for. Now, if you are wanting to add a little pizzazz to it, layer it with pineapple if you have it already in your collection, or you can get your hands on it. So this has been discontinued for the US anyway. Apparently you can still get it across the pond. Very juicy pineapple, citrusy, because it's got this bright mandarin note at the top along with the pineapple. You have jasmine sambac in the mid. Okay, so the pineapple, the jasmine, the vanilla, they both have, and they just go together so beautifully. And this also has a little bit of ambergris, tobacco, which I really don't get, but there is definitely a little something, you know, I don't know what in the base, giving just a touch of warmth. And it's obviously coming from the tobacco leaf, but you have orchids and you have the vanilla absolute. So EDT does not last long, but I find that when you will layer these together, this definitely lasts a lot longer on my skin and clothes. And I wore this to work, you guys, on a hot day. When I tell you, I felt so fresh, clean, just pineapple city. I felt just clean and gorgeous, okay? Which is kind of hard to feel like when you're wearing black polyester all day and it's 85 degrees outside. But I'm telling you, if you're looking for a banging fruity floral combo that has you feeling musky and powdery and clean, this is the one to try. Again, this is ACCENTO Viola by Sospiro, and this is Pineapple by Dolce & Gabbana. The next one that I want to talk about is one that is just frou-frou la-la, and if you like to feel and smell like girly girl, this is the one. This is also quite musky, but this is very sweet, okay? You have this delicious black currant. Oh, I didn't say the name. This is Rose Gold by Tiffany & Co. You have this delicious sweet black currant, but it's very musky. So if you enjoy a musky fragrance, you want something that is, you know, she's very chic, but she's sweet. I mean, it's Tiffany, so you know you're gonna get a classy fragrance, and that's exactly what this is. This features a blue rose note, which I don't know what that's supposed to smell like, but you're getting rose, you're getting black currants, very simple and no structure. It just wears beautifully. This is a very easy grab, easy reach fragrance. And if you're just in that girly mood, you know, and you don't want to be doing too much, this one. Now, the performance on this is it's moderate, okay? Some may even think a little bit low moderate. Just overspray this, and I would say if you really need this to last 8 hours plus, decant a little bit and take it with you and top it off, and you're good to go. But this one is just a very gorgeous, musky, fruity scent, and again with that touch of rose, okay? So again, this is Rose Gold by Tiffany & Co. All right, so this next one, let me tell you, I'm obsessed, and it was featured in my Obsessions video. This is Bonbon Pop by the House of Oud, and honey, this one is just so seductive. I don't know why I smell this and I'm thinking like this is sexy. Like, I told my sister that I wanted to dry hump this perfume. Never had that feeling or thought before, but literally when I wear this, that's just a feeling I was getting. I was like, girl, do you understand? And she is like a musk head, so I have got to get her, you know, to sample this one or come over and try it because she's gonna love this. This is for your peach lover. This is peach, white peach, brown sugar, okay? And the brown sugar is so prominent and so delicious between the brown sugar and I think the musk. This is a sensual musk. This is not white, clean, you know, that sharp. Like this is a sensual musk. It has to be. Why it's coming off is sensual to me. So you guys, peach, brown sugar, this delicious creamy coconut that just comes alive on your skin and it dry down. You have a little bit of jasmine and patchouli in the mid, but I don't think that they, like, you don't smell this and get a prominent jasmine. I feel like you smell more of the patchouli, but the patchouli is so smooth in here. It's not anything loud or sharp or scratchy or screechy. Not on my skin anyway, not to my nose. But this is gorgeous. House of Oud, they're expensive. You're not even getting 100 ml, and these are, I want to say, close to 300 if I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me on that. It may be more, maybe less. But I ordered direct, and hopefully they are going to, you know, have this in wider release soon because I just think that this is a perfect fruity floral gourmand that is going to wear so well for spring, summer, and fall, okay? Very sweet, but not overly sweet to the point where it's like cloying. It's musky, it's ambery, and you got this woodiness, and so it really helps to ground it. It helps to ground it. It's delicious, it's beautifully composed, and this is an absolute love for me. So if you're looking for a springtime gourmand honey that has, you know, these wonderful fruity and floral elements to it, this is one you need to check out. Again, this is Bonbon Pop by the House of Oud. Let's get into one that's just powerful, okay? It might knock your socks off, and I would just go ahead and say this is heading into beast mode territory. This is TONKAZURE by Pearlescent Parfums. Y'all already know how I feel about Sunscape, but honey, they done came out with this one, and I'm just like, how are they making these, you know, these spring summer scents that are just like, they powerful. They are powerful, and they are, this is an indie house, like wonderful quality, and they don't break the bank. Okay, they're priced under 200. Okay, under 200, and you're getting a good size. I think this is 3.4 ounce. Don't quote me on that because it's not on the bottle. But this is powerful. TONKAZURE. Let me tell you, it's champagne, and you get the champagne throughout, honey. So you got this effervescent quality right off the bat. Blueberry compote. When I tell you, this is literally blueberry compote. This is no fresh blueberry. This is literally blueberries boiling in a pot with sugar. Okay, the blueberries are popping. They're smelling up the kitchen. They're boiling in the sugar, and then you have this warm tonka. This is a very tonka bean forward fragrance. So if you're a tonka bean lover, but you always feel like you got to give that up, you know, for spring and summer, you don't have to now, because they have found a way to marry, you know, these fruits with these floral elements, and then they give it a very, very warm, addictive base. So in addition to this delicious blueberry you know, element, you also have black currant. So those are playing together in the pot. And so you also have this gorgeous heart of florals. You've got some rolls. You have a very prominent neroli. So I feel like if you're a neroli lover, you will love this. A little bit of jasmine in there. You've got some patchouli, sandalwood, amber, and musk in the base. This is beautifully composed, and it's almost like with the tonka and that champagne, like those together, you almost kind of get like this cola feel, okay? But it doesn't quite go into the full rim of Coca-Cola. But I'm telling you, this blueberry compote, champagne, honey, and these florals, and it's very sweet. And the star, again, TONKAZURE, like perfectly named, because you're getting a boatload of tonka bean, and you are getting the blueberry. Okay, so if that sounds like your vibe, definitely get your nose on this. I would assume they have samples available on the site, but I haven't checked. I don't know if you have to purchase a discovery set, but this is a newer release from Pearlescent. Again, Pearlescent Parfums is a sister company to Gallagher. So visit Gallagher website. I will, of course, have everything linked below, but this is a vibe. And yeah, sweet blueberry tonka, and it's very unique composition. So not a safe blind buy, but they sent me this, and yeah, I'm loving it and I'm wearing it, and that is why it is featured on this list, because it is amazing. And that is TONKAZURE by Pearlescent Parfums. All right, so let's get into an oldie but goodie. It's not that old, but you know, this was purchased, I want to say at least a year ago. This is 100 Silent Ways, and this is by Nishane, and we are making our way through this bottle. We are at the halfway point, and this is, for some reason, you guys, just a compliment getter. Okay, I have been on working accidents. You know, that's a bad day for people. You know, even if you're healthy, you didn't get injured, you still got to deal with all this mess with your car, your insurance, maybe a citation. Like, that's a stressful situation, and it really wows me when people are in the middle of something like that, and then they stop and they compliment you on your scent. So 100 Silent Ways, this has happened. Like, I get so many compliments to work off this. Okay, it is very, very sweet. So you've got to like it sweet, but this is a very powerful white floral, vanilla, sandalwood, peach, or nectarine. I can't remember which, but that is what this is. Okay, and the way they have done the white florals in here, if you are afraid of white florals, if they come off very sharp, very mature, very white, honey, this is the one you need to try, because it is not that. It is not that. I say that all the time. This is a vanilla balm. It is a creamy, very, very creamy sandalwood balm. So if you like creamy scents, because this is what that is. So if you prefer drier sandalwood, this is not good for you. This is creamy sandalwood. Like I said, it's fruity, white floral, very, very sweet, and vanilla. Compliment getter. And I just think that this is not a very complex fragrance, but it's just addictive. It is addictive. And if you're afraid of niche, I feel like this is such a wonderful starting place for a niche fragrance. I often layer this with my Deja Vu White Flower by KLE. That one is more like, you really get the white florals more in that one. And it also has a nectarine or peach note. And so when you layer them, you're just getting the best of both worlds. They elevate each other. And this is just such a star. Such a star. And it will probably be repurchased more than likely, because like I said, we're halfway through this 3.4 ounce. This is just an easy reach. And if you want to smell sweet, irresistible, fruity floral, then this is your girl. Again, 100 Silent Ways by Nishane. All right, so next up on the list is one that you wear when you want to feel fruity, flirty, girly, but sophisticated. And that is what Duchessa is in a nutshell. This is very, it's jasmine sandbag. It is saffron that is just so, the saffron in here just drives me crazy. Okay, so if you're a lover of saffron, you need to get your nose on this. But it has a cherry note. It has sweet almond. They all just play together to create something that is very sophisticated. This is, it's sweet because it does have a sugar note. So if you are still in the market for a cherry fragrance, I don't know who is, because I think I am pretty much putting the lid on my cherry additions, because I accumulated so many in 2022, because that was like the note of honey since Lost Cherry came out up until 2022. Cherry was in everything, so I couldn't help but to amass a lot. But I feel like still this is my favorite cherry fragrance. Again, very sophisticated. This girl, white, clean Oxford shirt. But there is, again, this seductive quality about it. Very, very seductive, sensual, because that saffron and cherry, those two notes play together so well in fragrances. And I'm actually surprised I don't see that more. But this is very feminine, sweet, beautiful, sophisticated, fruity floral. Get your nose on this one, Duchessa by the House of Griti. And this also has wonderful performance on me. My Skin and Clothes Wax Spray, this lasts all day, a whole work day, 12-hour shift. I can still smell this radiating off my skin and clothes. So worth the price point in my opinion, but again, one that you must try. Again, that's Duchessa by the House of Griti. The next one up on this list is a gorgeous fruity floral that finally, I have a Burberry her in my collection, because I have decluttered the original and the elixir to my daughter. She just loves this DNA, but this one is the one for me, and they have made it Burberry her, yes, but this one is for the grown folks, okay? This is for, I always say that I feel like the original Burberry her is gorgeous, but I just feel like it was so youthful. Like, this is for the 25 and under crew, okay? Teen to 25, that was the vibe it was giving me. But it's not that I didn't like the fragrance. I did not like the elixir. It was just something like fruity milkshake, but something chemically it was making it smell cheap. Something was off in that one, but this one I love. This is the EDT, and this is the one for me, okay? So this one has notes of pear. You have the strawberry, black currant, and the best part that makes it smell grown up to me is the black pepper. You get the black pepper throughout. The mid has this gorgeous combination of peony, honeysuckle. You've got this, this powdery lily of the valley, and you have some rose just there to balance it out. I don't feel like it comes across as anything like overly rosy, but it's blended so beautifully. And then you have this base of musk and cedar. So this is very fresh, okay? So as we approach the really hot days, this one is definitely going to start getting the wears, okay? Beautifully feminine. Again, that DNA, but that pink pepper and this fresh quality along with that juicy pear, it is just everything. And a wonderful fruity floral, like EDT. But I find that this, you gonna get a good 7-8 hours out of this if you overspray this, okay? Wonderful performance for an EDT, but I love it. I love this one, and I can't wait to wear it out when it really starts to heat up, because I feel like this is just gonna make me feel feminine and fresh and combat this Georgia humidity. All right, again, this is Burberry Her the EDT. All right, you guys, and the next one on this list is going to be Ouverture. I recently spoke about this one also in my Obsessions video. This thing is so gorgeous. Oh my God. This has the fig leaf, okay? It has the smoothest, most beautifully like done cinnamon. And cinnamon is always a tough no for me because it can be too loud, too sharp, too something. And this one is just perfect. It's got this creamy ylang ylang in there with some jasmine and some rose. And the base, it is incense, creamy, sandalwood, creamy. It's got the vanilla and cashmere. So it's a very creamy base mixed with a creamy ylang ylang. Okay, so no wonder the cinnamon smells so smooth, but it also has this beautiful magnolia note, again, paired with the fig leaf and a little bit of mandarin orange. And I just feel like this is so like it's fruity floral elevated, very woody. So if you're the one that like, oh my gosh, fruity florals, they're not grown up, this is for the grown woman in you. Get your nose on this because this one is exquisite. I'm telling you, if you want to have a rich vibe, you want to smell unique, different, you want to turn heads, and you want something that's fruity floral but with a little bit more weight, some spiciness to it, some sensuality to it, Ouverture is that girl, okay? This one is just completely taken over, and I have been wearing her out. So happy to have this in my collection. One that I would have never thought to get my nose on because fig leaf, what does it smell like? I don't have any fig anything in my collection, and this is gonna open the fig floodgates. So very happy to have this one, but again, if you're looking for something very sophisticated, grown up, honey, magnolia fig, creamy base with the incense and sandalwood, this is your girl. Again, this is Ouverture by the House of Xerjoff. And you guys, the last one we're going to get into is from the House of Rosendo Mathieu. And this is Sweet Rose. So if you like fragrances like Haley from Tiziana Terenzi, but the price tag is too much, but you want something with that same vibe, you guys, much less of a price point, gorgeous rose passion fruit fragrance. You have quite a few fruits in here, just as Haley does, but this wears so beautifully. So this one has strawberry, it's got red berries, raspberry, passion fruit again. It's got some green notes that balance out all of that along with some bergamot. So they're very fruity. The citruses help to kind of round it out. You have 3 types of roses in the mid, so this is definitely for my rose lovers. But you also have some geranium, which I always say I love seeing it pair with rose because they just go together like so well. Geranium has like this lemony quality, it smells floral, but paired with a Turkish rose, a Bulgarian rose, and some third kind of rose that's not listed, but very rosy, fruity fragrance. And you have 2 types of musk in the base, so very musky. Now, this musk to me comes off a little smoother and a little easier to wear than the Tiziana Terenzi musk. So if your gripe has been you like some of the smells but the musk is overbearing and too much, this is definitely where this one comes in at, okay? It's rounded off by some vetiver, some vanilla, cedar, and sandalwood. So this one is just a gorgeous fruity rose fragrance that is going to get you compliments. So beautiful. Definitely check this one out. Again, that's Sweet Rose by Rosendo Mathieu. All right, you guys, so that is our video for today. Be sure that you do drop me a comment below. Let me know your favorite fruity florals. Be sure you are subscribed to the channel and that you give the video a big thumbs up as it helps us to grow. It has been real. I love you all, YouTube, and I will catch you guys on the next one.